Hi everyone, Ashlyn Kiza YouTube channel. So today we are going to do a review. I'm going to do a review on my new deck that I got in the mail the other day called Talking to Heaven. So this deck, I've worked with it for 2 days now and I absolutely love it. I think this one is probably my favorite deck besides the Rose deck and the Fairy deck that I showed you guys. So if you scroll back to my old videos, I show the different decks that I have so far. And I don't really, let me clarify this. I don't really need decks to read. I actually um, have the Clear Audience, which is like clear audio, which it means that I can hear things and I can get visions and stuff like that. And there's different ones, clairvoyance, etc., and so on and so forth. But anyways, so I get visions and I can hear things. I don't really need cards, but these and a few other my decks that I have are amazing. So it's Talking to Heaven, um, Doreen Virtue and James Van uh, Parage, I think is how I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm pretty sure. It's Praagh. And they're mediumship cards, and that's what I do. I mean, that's what I've been able to do since I was a little girl, is pick up on people's past loved ones. And I can't always get everything, coming to me exactly. It'll come to me in really funny, different ways. Sometimes it'll come to me where someone will show me something that they used to love to cook or something that they used to love to eat, and or something like a specific cologne or perfume that they used to like to wear, or I'll get numbers. Like, let's say if someone's birthday was in March, I will receive the number 3 from the spirit. Anyhow, back to the deck. So I just got this in the mail a couple days ago. Now, on the back of the deck, it says, your loved ones in heaven want to talk with you and share their love and reassurance to help you heal with your grief. With these Talking to Heaven mediumship cards, you can ask a departed friend or family member a question and receive through the 44 beautiful cards in the deck and the messages in accompanying guidebook. Doreen and James have drawn upon their combined years of spiritual counseling work to bring you a healing tool to facilitate clear conversations with heaven. So, I do not work with witchcraft. I do not work with anything that's dark. I used to be a Wiccan. I used to do witchcraft. I used to have spell books. I used to do all kinds of dark things. I do not do that anymore. I don't use tarot cards. I don't use pendulums. I don't use any of that stuff at all. I've had my fair share with the dark, and I don't want to do that anymore, and I haven't done it. So here's the guidebook that the cards come with, and it goes into more specific details about what the cards are about, and what it gives you a more clear explanation of what the card is trying to say to you, because the cards are a little vague, but like I said, there's a guidebook that shows and talks a little bit more about what the card is trying to say to you, what message your loved one is trying to give to you. So for non-spiritual people, the cards will just be, what's the words I want to use? For non-spiritual people, the cards will just be, someone could say, for an example, oh, anybody can just say that. Your loved one would say that to you. Oh, those cards are just cards. But the funny part is that if you are spiritual like me, and I'm assuming you probably are if you're watching my video, um, the cards are more than just what they say on the card. And when you receive a message on the card, it's funny because it won't. There's a card in there. I'll talk about a specific example. There's a card in this deck that says we were soulmates. So that wouldn't make sense if you were your father or your mother or your brother or sister were trying to say that to you, because I mean, I know that you can be soulmates with your siblings and your mother and father and stuff like that, but essentially, soulmates are more looked at upon as a couple that were in a relationship, a married couple, a boyfriend and girlfriend, for an example, things like that. So, um, it's funny because when you get a message from a loved one up above, it's going to be one that connects. So if you get a message from your grandpa, you're more than likely not going to receive the message, we are soulmates. You'll more or less get a message like, I love you very much, or I am going to be protecting you and watching over you. Stuff like that, you know? So, okay. I will show you guys the cards, some of them. And I am going to show you guys why I think this deck is so amazing and beautiful. So first of all, it has a really beautiful, shiny, golden siding. The cards have a beautiful, golden, shiny siding to them. And my rose deck that I was showing you guys in my other video, they have a red binding or red siding to them, just like this, but it's red. This one's golden, and I think that's awesome how they did that, because it goes with like the golden gate, the golden heavenly gates. So I thought that was really cool. And the pictures on the cards are so beautiful. So here's, it's funny. This is funny, really funny. Here's the deck. Now, the first card that I picked up is the one I was just telling you guys about. We are soulmates. So, like I was saying, you can be soulmates with your siblings and family, but you know, when people say that, you're more or less talking about someone you're in a relationship with someone you were intimate with, someone that you're married to, or whatever. But look at how beautiful the ocean and those flowers are. Do you see that? That is so amazing. Okay. Here's another one. We are so connected. And it has bubbles and marbles. I'm surrounded by loving animals. And it's funny because the other night when I was trying to reach out to my dad, I got that card. And my dad, he had a couple dogs. But before he died, he had a dog that was like, I think it had a little bit of poodle in it, but I don't remember what other type of animal that it had. I think Shih Tzu or something like that. But he named it Mondo, and it died shortly after he did, or he died shortly after the dog did. I don't remember who died first, but my dad was letting me know he was with his dog and his other animals and pets that he had. So, okay. Then there's another one that says, I'm standing right next to you, and it shows a silhouette. Yes. Okay. There's a silhouette of people that are standing next to each other. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, I'm so sorry. My son was wanting to talk to me. He's only 2.5, so he doesn't know. This, look at how beautiful the butterfly is with those little dandelions, the wishing flowers. I send you loving signs through nature. Okay, I'm going to show you guys another one of mine that is really, really precious. I have become one of your your guides. Sorry, it's harder for me to read backwards. I'm like not reading it this way. I'm reading it backwards in here, but yes. So, and then see how the loved one on earth is reaching up to the person in heaven. So the person who's in the earthly realm is reaching out to their past loved one up above, because their past loved one is telling them that they're their protector, their guider. There's another one in here. Let me take a look. Now I have no pain. And see those beautiful tulips? So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. When I saw these cards, when I was shopping for a deck, I was immediately drawn to these cards because the people that I work with online, a lot of them have passed away loved ones. I have passed away loved ones, so I can use them for myself too, not just to help other people. You know, they're all positive. They, you know, they're tied in with heaven, and I'm a Christian, so that drew me in too, because heaven and positivity, what more can you have? What more can you ask for? So, and then there's more of them that were pretty cool and very touching. So, see, we have been together in dreams, and we will be together again. So, and there's like many more. I mean, I could go on and on and on about the different messages that these cards have. And the back of them, oh my gosh, look at the back of them. The back of them have the stairway to heaven. Just beautiful. And the sun rays, oh my gosh, they're like the rays that we see here on earth. So, just a beautiful back of the card too. So, okay, I'm gonna read you guys like one of the cards so you get an example of what the guidebook does. So, okay, so for an example, this card says, I am not dead, and it has a little dove. So you can open up the guidebook to get more detailed with that card that says, I am not dead. Now give me one moment because I'm going to search it up. It has an index on here, and it shows you where to look up the I am not dead. So, okay. I will read to you guys the I am not dead. I am not dead. Only my physical body is gone. And I now know that our bodies are just a small part of who we really are. I am aware that you missed my voice and physical presence, but my soul and spirit are very much alive. The times when you've felt my energy, I was really there next to you as I am now. We each have a unique energy fingerprint. Hold on, I gotta turn the page. And I only have one hand to record. And you now have mine when I'm with you. Trust that feeling. I'm actually more alive now than I ever was before. Gone are all the distractions and stressors that I allowed to rob me of my enjoyment of life. Now I see how trivial everything was, and that all that ever mattered were the important priorities of love, family, friendship, caring, and helping. Family, friendship, caring, and helping. But I've also discovered how to turn my regrets into learning and growing. I ask you to do the same. I now see that I never had anything to fear. There is no death, and nothing bad can ever happen to anyone in the spiritual truth. Of course, it's important to be smart and be careful and always follow your guidance. But please don't forsake joy because fears and please don't forsake joy because of fears, because there's truly nothing to fear. So see, there's a message on the card like that, I am not dead, but then you can get on the guidebook and you can read into the greater detailed message that the past loved one is trying to tell you. So these cards are great. I give them, if you're a ranking 1 at the worst and 10 at the best, I rank them at like a 20 because I like them way more than a 1 out of 10. So I'm going to be working with these ones a lot. I'm hoping to come across more decks like these in the future. I'm really excited to begin working with them. I just started working with them yesterday and the day before. The day before I kind of looked at them, but the day after I actually read for a couple people with this deck. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys to go and get them too. If you're interested in trying a deck, I would recommend this one, and I just wanted to share them with you. And they do come with a hard box. It's not flimsy or anything like that, so it'll protect the cards really good when you're not using them. I've had decks where they're a little bit cheaper. I'm not going to mention which ones they are, where their case to put them in is a little more flimsy, kind of like for an example, if you buy a deck of poker cards and they come in that really flimsy cardboard box, I've had decks like that before that have came in really flimsy cases. But this one comes in a really strong, sturdy case, just like the fairies deck came in, just like the rose deck came in, and I'm very happy with it. So God bless you all, and I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I will be on with another life topic.